And to truly understand where it all begins is through seeds in the mind. The mind gives us a seed, and not all the case, because sometimes our experiences can be so fucked up that it all began in someone's mind, like within a manifestation of, but it all comes from the mind taking seeds of thought from a sophisticated sense of negative intention, and that intention might be something so it can generate like a present, it can be wrapped in something that looks good, and that's why our minds go, oh yes, this looks great, let me try this. But as soon as we start to, use this and this, use this for money, like a present, the first layer is money, and then we start to unwrap the present, we start to use the present, the wrapping for money here, money there, and then we get to the next layer and it's like love, and it's like, wow, this money found me love, and then we start to use the love here and there, and then the next layer is children, oh yeah, we've had children now, this is great, oh yeah, we start to use this layer here and we put it there and we try and manage it there. And then the next layer is hardship, and we go, oh fuck, it's actually getting pretty hard now. Life is pretty tough, it's not as easy as it once was. It's getting pretty tough. And we're, going through this layer, and then the next layer is, okay, life's fucked up. And these seeds that we think are so great, and they come in the form of like good opportunities or success, or, doing things purely mind orientated. We know they're seeds of the mind when our hearts are trying to tell us from the start that something's not right, something doesn't feel right, but our minds say, no, everything's gonna be fine. You just shut up. And the heart's like, because the heart can't speak louder than the mind if the mind is speaking louder than the heart. If the heart speaks louder than the mind, for God's sake, through listening to the heart, through self-practice, through whatever we do to silence the mind and let the intuition flow, let the love speak, is that the love will say, no, mate, you just trust your heart and everything will be okay. Because when we start to trust our heart, we will start to understand that everything's meant to be, Even the most fucked up moments in our lives are just making us more aware of who we truly can become into, who we can, if we focus our attention in our heart space, from our heart, we will start to focus on who we are truly meant to blossom into, and who we're truly meant to originate with, what we're truly meant to originate with, and this divine calling, or this true sense of connection, will always give us what we need within this world. It will always give us what we need with this world, even if it's the most fucked up experiences, to awaken us, to bring us truth, to bring us justice. As long as we listen to our hearts, we will truly understand that we were always meant to experience what we've experienced up until this present moment. Because within this present moment, we get the chance to trust the heart and trust that everything is going to be okay, as long as we can truly trust within that everything is going to be okay and everything will be in its order, and we will learn to listen to the heart and learn to question what our minds are trying to. We're just coming back to this sense of reality. Within this present moment, we're just trying to bring a synapse, a space between the wall, and actually open up the wall to understand that there needs to be a divine separation from the mind and the heart. When the mind brings a thought into the head like, oh, this could be good, we need to equally balance it with our heart and say, okay, now this is what the mind said, but how do you think, heart? There needs to be this sense of awareness, or this sense of point of attention, that we all as human beings have capability of obtaining, a point of attention, a point of space. We need to learn to balance the thoughts that our minds are perceiving and our hearts are starting to. We need to weigh our thoughts with our heart's sense of truth. Put the mind's thought on the scales, and then put the heart's sense of truth, the quantum mechanism, to analyze what's true here. Is this true? Is this truly good for us? Or is this just the mind's way to sell ourselves to the devil, essentially, Because it's not,